I'm Colleen Kelly. I'm 73 years old and I'm a joyous survivor. I gave evidence at the Royal Commission into child sexual abuse, but they recommended that I go to Knowmore, and I worked with Knowmore, but they then recommended me to another solicitor. He personally was very interested in this, and would I be happy to work with them? And I liked the fact that he asked me would I like to work with them rather than yes, I'll do it. And we then spent the next 3 years trying to find an entity that we could hold accountable for the crimes that had been committed against me in that home. And we found an entity that they accepted responsibility and decided to work with us on seeking a resolution to the questions that I had and the needs that I had. When it came to picking the mediator, there was one I felt incredibly comfortable with. I felt I trusted them. Even though I selected her, she was an independent person in that process, and her job was to be independent and made sure that both sides had the opportunity to say what they needed to say and to be respected. I liked that. For me, my number one need was to hear somebody associated with that home that they were sorry that had happened to me. The second thing what I'd like to do is to tell people that the joy you get out of taking responsibility for finding the solution that you need. Yes, lots of tears, lots of panic, lots of angst, but the end of every phone call, when we moved a little bit closer, it was yes, we did it. And it was fantastic, really, really good. So that's very important because that helps you heal. The third thing, you've learned to trust yourself again. And I had spent my whole life not trusting myself because of what had happened to me. I trusted myself to make key important decisions that were going to affect me and potentially maybe hurt me or not. But I trusted myself. And that is enormous. I walk lighter in the world just because of that. The day started with introductions, then me telling my story. That was incredibly emotional. Here I was for the first time facing the people that I'd waited 73 years. And when that happened, I knew they heard me, even though they made it very clear we were not involved. And clearly when you looked at their age, you knew they weren't there. But we accept full responsibility for the body that we are still part of. I understood that they had been left a rotten egg, but boy, did they step up. They were fantastic. They asked questions about was there anything else that they could do to assist me. Then I said to them, part of what I wanted to do when I left this room was that I wanted to use this experience to be able to encourage others to use this process.